Yo, welcome to Murder Cam Live. This is Street Beat. I'm Mr. M.C.L. As y'all know, before we do this one, we're gonna do this one a little differently. This is Kwame Brown. If y'all heard of him, internet sensation, used to be a basketball player. He had a dispute with my dog Hassan Campbell. I ain't gonna say my dog, but I don't know him. But you know, I fuck with Hassan. I follow him. But he got kind of exposed this go around, you know what I'm saying, for talking out the side of his neck on some issues that he didn't really know about. But I still fucks with Hassan. I still fuck with you. I should still subscribe to you. To my viewers, please like and subscribe. Hit the like button. Hit the share button. Let's get this channel blowing up. Please, let's get this channel blowing up. I'm not going to hold y'all much more. I'm going to go ahead and black myself out. And y'all let me know what y'all think. Y'all let me know what y'all know about this, what you think about this, who y'all like on this one here. So let me see how this is going to look. Let's go.
I never said your name. Why are you speaking about me as if you know me?
I spoke about you because you spoke about me. When you mentioned my name, I mentioned you. When I said when I made the video, and I said, don't compare me to an NBA player.
When did I mention your name?
You wasn't talking about me earlier when you took the shot?
Sir, you said Michael. I looked up to Michael Jordan. I was abused. You said something about me.
Listen. That was sarcasm. Matter of fact, what I'm going to do for you is...
That wasn't about me. Let's be honest.
Hold on.
That wasn't about me.
Let's nip this in the bud. As a man, I'm gonna apologize as a man, because the reality of it is you didn't do nothing to me. So to cut all the bullshit, as a man, you didn't do nothing to me.
Right about that, Hassan. You didn't do nothing to you,
man. Let me say this, right? When I first started hearing about you, automatically, the first thing I said was boule. I didn't do my homework. I didn't look to see whether you was a credible dude, which your fight was. Later on, I seen the Judge Joe Brown joint, which I thought was dope, or whatever the case may be. But just to give you who I am, when it comes to anybody that comes from Hollywood, the music industry, any of that, I look at everybody sideways. So I prejudged you according to that. But as far as who you are and what you're doing right now, your message, some of the things that I've caught up on and I listen to, I respect your message. As a man,
but sir, you didn't say that about 30, 40 minutes ago.
What I said was not said for 30, 40 minutes ago. What I said was a response to the indirect that what you said about me on earlier today.
But listen, bro, you've said something about me indirectly in 3, maybe 4. Even when you spoke about me the first time, when somebody asked you, what do you think about Kwame Brown? You said, I like him, but... And then you went on to talk about all this stuff. And even today, you talked about an oath. And I'm telling you that anytime you go to prison, you sign an oath. You sign an oath to be a slave for white boys. And that mentality that you're preaching, and you going back to the hood as a married man with jewelry and chains on, are you prepared to kill someone? Because that's what you would have to do to be in the hood by yourself. So to speak the way that you're speaking, how old are you, sir?
44.
You're 44 years old with children, beautiful children, may I add. And I've seen you put them on the internet. You have a wife. You have a beautiful yard with flowers and dogs, which you should be enjoying. But you steady going back to the hood to prove what? What you would have to do to protect those chains. And to protect the thing, to brag about being in the hood. If somebody approached you, you would have to kill that person or hurt that person. Is that correct?
I don't see your point.
The point is, why would you put yourself at risk when you have a family to brag like that about being in the hood? If somebody saw you on live and ran up on you and you do something to them, you would be going to prison, leaving your wife and your children. Why would you go to the hood when you got nice flowers like that?
First of all, for one, I live in the hood. For 2, I have family in the hood. For 3, God made this earth spacious enough for me to travel through wherever I decide to go. So whether you have jewelry on, or you just traveling and you have a glow to you as a person. Sometimes when I travel, just like when you travel, some people may recognize you, they may not. I'm not going to stop going to the hood based off of what somebody feel about me. That's not going to happen. That's for one. For two, I don't have a point to prove to anybody, but at the same time, I'm going to defend myself if I have to. But I mean, the reality of it is, this conversation shouldn't really be based on whether I'm going back to the hood or not.
But it's the way that you're going to the hood, though. You going to the hood with chains on. You going to the hood saying, "Yeah, I can go to my hood. I can do this. I can do that." That's braggadocious.
Let me explain something.
And you would have to hurt the person that come up to you in the hood. You a real street cat, right? So you know there's rules and regulations to the hood. You don't make yourself look like food in the hood. I can't be in a blood neighborhood wearing blue. There's rules and regulations to the street, and you going back to your hood while you're a grown-ass man with children. And if you're in the hood with that many flowers, that's a nice-ass hood. With that fish tank and that nice stuff you got, if that's the hood,
that's not the hood. That's not the hood.
I'm talking about where your family is. That's where you should stay. Because what you would have to do in order to brag like that with chains on, you would have to hurt someone, which would take you away from your family.
Hold up for a second. I'm trying to figure out. So you basically talking to me about me going to the hood with chains on. I think that you way too articulate as a man. You're way too smart as a man to be talking about whether I'm going. Our conversation should be based off of whether I'm going back to the hood with chains on.
I don't get that. That's okay. Let me explain.
And like I said, as a man, I apologize to you. I apologize to you as a man.
I understand the apology, but look, hold your wrist up. Hold your wrist up. That right there makes you a target in the hood. And what
you know what they hold up. You know what makes me a target in the hood?
Also makes you a target.
Hold up. You know what makes me a target in the hood? Because I hear you breaking down like I'm glorified going to jail. But do you realize that I got beef with every major rapper? Because I talk about the poison that they spew out from speakers. Do you realize when I go down to Harlem, I got beef with damn near everybody down there? Damn near every gang I speak out against every gang. I say gang. I speak out against all that shit. All of that. Everything that's going on in the hood with all these young boys killing each other, these parents sitting up in the park drinking Hennessy while their kids are shooting up the block. I've been speaking about all that. So my whole thing is, me personally, like I said, if your message, which I respect the fact that you got in Charlemagne's ass, I respect it. I don't rock with that, man. I don't rock with nobody that take pussy. Nobody. But at the end of the day, I stirred this pot up, so as a man, I could apologize and say, you know what? I came at the brother first. Because I was raised. But my whole thing is like, I mean, if we're going to build, I'm not really building about whether I'm going to be in the hood with jury, because I'm going to be in the hood with jury.
Okay,
well,
so that's what I'm saying. Let's expound on that, though.
Right.
Is it not true that if somebody run up on you by yourself with jury on, what would you have to do to that person? So
if somebody ran up to me, if somebody ran up to me while I got my jury on, and they tried to take my jury, it's going to be an all-out war.
So why put yourself in that situation at 44 with flowers, a fish tank, kids, and a wife?
Why put myself in that situation?
Yes, sir.
Do you ask them rappers why they put themselves in that situation?
Yes, sir, I did. I said that earlier today. I said some of these rappers, a lot of these rappers should not even have friends, because all they do is get the people around them killed by their mouth and get the people around them arrested, because they talk tough and they get kids from these neighborhoods like me and you are from, that don't know trades and don't know skills, but they know how to harm people, and they don't know the results of and the consequences of what happened. 15, 16 years old, these boys are killers, and they're doing it at the direction of bad OGs and bad pussy-ass rappers. And I'm saying the things that you're saying and the glorification of going to prison, you started speaking about men in jail.
Hold up.
This is my opinion. Hold on.
You got my
opinion. cannot argue an opinion. This is my opinion. And then when
You took what I had to say the wrong way.
Okay, it can't be the wrong way if it's an opinion. We got to get people to understand what an opinion means. This is not based in fact. This is my opinion based on what I heard you say. So let me get it out. My opinion, and I took it this way, so therefore other people can take it this way. You talked about gangsters, and you said it in a way that made it look like you was glorifying being in jail, being around other dudes that was in jail and got busy, because you said there was no names behind me. So what does that tell young youth? That they need to be, don't be the guy who went to the NBA and became a basketball player, because that's success. Whether I scored 6 point, 1 point, my mama was on a golf course. Don't be the guy that put your mama on the golf course. Be the guy that go to prison and have your mama send him some money. Is that what you're telling the youth?
Hell no, that's not what that's how you took what I said. But so that's not what I was saying.
Okay, go ahead.
That's absolutely not what I was saying.
You got the
what I was saying, all right, so what I was saying, just to make it clear, right? What I was saying is, when I say don't compare me, like for example, I also mentioned Styles P, right? And what Styles P was saying was how civilians are not snitches. So everybody was in my DM sending me that, and my whole thing is, I've been saying this for like 4 years on YouTube. Why does it take for a rapper to say the same thing that I'm saying? Just like a lot of the things that you're that you're saying is the same thing that I'm saying. So when I'm saying don't compare me to somebody in the NBA, it's no disrespect to you. It's just basically saying that your struggle and my struggle was totally different. I'm not glorifying the prison life. I'm just saying I had to go through the hellfire. At 18 years old, you was rich. I wish that I could have sent my mother off and bought my mother a house instead. At 18 years old, I was in jail for murder, and my mother had to move out of Bronx River to Far Rockaway to get away from the crime scenes. So I'm not sitting up there saying that I'm glorifying that. I'm just saying that the path that you took, which was a good path, and the path that I took was a different path. So when people be comparing, like my options and your options was totally different. Is what I was trying to say.
How can you say that? You can't come to that conclusion. There's no options. It's decision making and behavior. My behavior was different than yours, so I got different outcomes.
Facts.
You got to start telling kids the truth.
Facts.
That if you glorify street life, you get a big homie, and you look up to men and worship men that rock nigga snot box, and you can go to prison. And if you look up to basketball players, you can go to the NBA and put your mother on a goddamn golf course. So to say it in the way that you said it made it.
That's facts. That's one of the points that he ate Hassan on. I don't feel bad, Hassan. You know, you do your thing. You still spread a good message, but sometimes you get away from it. You get a little dramatic, brother.
It seemed like you were better than someone who went to the NBA because
Hell
you were.
No.
But I'm just saying, and this is the thing. No one can ever be right with you, because you also say on one end, there's no celebrities talking this real. There's no celebrities saying what I'm saying. And then when one say what you're saying, you get mad because you've been saying it. So which one is it? Do you want celebrities to talk like you're talking? Or do you, because that's what you want, right? You said celebrities need to stand up for the community and be real. So once they do that, you have an out. You double talking. Because then you can say, well, that celebrity ain't connected to us, and he ain't real, he ain't been to jail, and all this other bullshit. Because you really want to shine for everything. It's not about the shine, it's about the message. I could have not let people share my YouTube videos. And at the time I'm having the hottest week, I could have took that money from that week and left the internet. Just like all the Black Lives Matter people did. I could have did that. You're in certain things about somebody that you don't even know. That's ignorance. You said I took an oath. You said MJ was elbowing me. You said all these things that you know nothing about. And all that to a black man. And you're a Muslim brother. And white folks have been using black people I'm not afraid of no white man. You know why? They can't do shit right now in America. We are talking about each other. You talked about a man you don't know, and I believe it's for YouTube algorithms. because it seems like you have a stick. You beef with the guy, then you apologize, but you done made the money you made, but you done connected yourself with a person.
Hold on, let me stop you for a
You've
second.
been talking about my money
Hold up.
the entire time.
Hold up. For one, I don't care about your money. Your money don't mean nothing to me. What I care about
it several times.
Hold up. Let me make myself clear. For one, I don't care about your money. For two, the video that I made about you, we don't have the same audience. I got the least amount of views that I got all for the whole month, or for the video that I made about you. Because we don't have the same audience.
That's not true.
Right?
No, we don't. People don't understand. People don't understand why you're attacking a guy.
That's bullshit. People, when you learn YouTube, people don't give a damn about nothing but drama. You've been on YouTube since 2013.
That's not true.
In a minute.
That's not true, sir.
It shows. It shows the date when you got on YouTube. Look on your page.
Okay. It shows the date.
Videos. You didn't just start making videos 2 months ago. You've been on YouTube.
So what's the date of my first video?
Hold up.
I bought my house in 2015. My first video, I'm in my bedroom talking about basketball. See, you're repeating something you heard somebody say.
You tell me what year did you sign on to YouTube?
Sir, everybody signs on to YouTube just so they can watch other people. We're talking about being on YouTube making videos. My first video, go look at it. I'm in my bedroom. There's like an orange background. I'm talking about basketball. It's like a little clip. I barely even knew how to work it. But if you go look at my Facebook, just like Ticket TV, shout out to Ticket TV. All the things I'm saying now, I've said on my Facebook.
All right, so you got on YouTube with drama. You came straight through the door at war. This is what niggas love. That's the bottom line to it. I've been on YouTube long enough. Niggas
That's
is ignorant.
What you did, sir. You warred with Tommy Sotomayor for no reason. I came to YouTube. I talked to dudes behind the scenes because I was in the so-called.
You said I warred with Tommy Sotomayor for no reason.
Hold on. Let me finish.
Where the fuck did Tommy come from?
Because I saw you.
Tommy?
I'll tell you. I saw you on his show arguing him, coming in doing the same thing you're doing now. And so, when I came to YouTube, sir, I called dudes behind the scene and said, yo, what you're doing is lowering players' contracts. What you're doing is wrong. Talk to me like a man. That person went to Instagram and said, fuck it, we joking. So I said, okay, let the jokes begin. And then I alleged that there was a go-along, get-along game. And then now, an economics doctor was talking about me. Every platform that Charlemagne the God is talking about me. Public record said my daddy is a murderer, but nobody talked about it until Charlemagne the God, who's connected with all the Smoke podcasts, said it. The black first #1 draft pick. Now you talk about all these conspiracy theories, but you won't allow yourself to go down this rabbit hole.
Hold up, what rabbit hole?
This is the rabbit hole. The first #1 draft pick ever out of high school from a free lunch line. Daddy's in prison. Single mother after that my dad created. They were married. Never made it on the Black Breakfast Club, which is a mostly black watch show, until they were talking about my murderous daddy. You don't see a problem with that?
I never knew that.
He said it on the Breakfast Club.
I don't watch them niggas.
I didn't make the Breakfast Club for being the #1 draft pick, but I made it because my dad did something that I didn't know about. You don't see a problem with that?
Oh, I see a big problem with that. And as far as see, let me tell you something, right? And I don't say this to glorify, but where we come from, if your dad caught the body, we gonna help him bury it. And then we'll argue about why he did it later on. That's just where we come from, in the hood. So as far as your dad doing something and committing a crime, all of us were subjected to the ugly elements of the hood where we had to make poor choices like that. It's just like you said, right? If I go outside right now with jewelry on me, as soon as I go outside, my antennas is up. I'm not the same dude that I am in front of this camera. Now I have to transform. And like you said, yeah, you put yourself in a situation like that. You wear jewelry, you walking around the hood, whatever the case may be. But that's a decision that I made. If I feel like I want to look nice going out, whatever the case may be, I want to look nice, and I go outside and I defend myself. And Charlamagne he gets on the radio and decides to make fun of me being a father, or to my son. Yeah, I understand what you're saying. I just caught a body now. Now I'm in jail, and he making fun of you. I understand that clear as day. But in the hood, we don't knock dudes for catching bodies. If you're defending yourself, we shut it later on. We shut it.
This is my thing. You a conspiracy theorist guy. You talk about this boule and all this a lot. Can you?
Oh, you part of the boule?
The boule, baby.
If I was part of boule, then why am I on all everybody's tongue in a negative light?
Not boule.
Everybody's tongue on a negative light more than the young lady who just bought a house in the all-white neighborhood that was saying she was going to destroy the nuclear family. And you ain't talking about her more than you talking about me.
Are you kidding me? I had a conversation about you twice. I talk about that rusty, dusty bitch damn near every chance I get. As a matter of fact, I don't know her name. All I know is she eat pussy.
Oh, so
I talk about who I deal with more so than her funky ass is Tamika Mallory and Mike Son on a daily basis. I don't let her, because Mike Son come from where I come from. So I don't let up on Tamika Mallory and Mike Son, the ambulance chasers, at all. That's who I deal with, because they the umbrella of Black Lives Matter.
But
I've been dealing with Charlamagne before you. As a matter of fact, Charlamagne almost had my whole page knocked down. I don't even know how he ain't get you. I had to appeal it. Charlamagne almost had he put his lawyers on me. So the things that you getting away with, I couldn't get away with. Charlamagne almost rocked my snot box. He wasn't playing with me. He sicked all the lawyers. That's why Star didn't handle Charlamagne himself. He sent me at him.
Because Charlamagne fucked himself. He brought up my sister. He brought up my daddy. He brought up my brother. If he would have put out a lawsuit on me, then we would have countersued for all the people that he brought up their names that had nothing to do with nothing. So Charlamagne is not as tough as you trying to make him out to be.
I didn't say that guy was hold up. I seen Charlamagne get punched in his face and run down the block. I ain't never said he was tough. You never seen anybody punch me in my face and be running down the block.
I'm talking about in the legal arena. He almost made me lose my page. YouTube wasn't playing. I had to appeal. And one of the strikes that he gave me, I did not win. But I understand that. But see, I never spoke about Charlamagne until he spoke about me and my family and my sister and all the things that he said. Those things that he said, he didn't have to say. He used iHeartRadio, and he's connected to, he has a vested interest in all the Smoke podcasts. So he should have never done that. He put his own foot in his own mouth. So I allege that there was a go along, get along gang, and everybody is talking about me as an individual or my family. Why isn't nobody talking about coding? Why nobody talking about we crying and yelling and jumping in the streets? And I said all we need is a business plan and to go down to the Chamber of Commerce and make the same people that gave $90 million to Black Lives Matter give it to those coding and youth centers.
Have you ever watched any of my videos?
Huh?
Have you ever watched any of my videos?
No, I'm talking about in the videos that you spoke about me.
Outside of that.
No, I just want to deal with that. In the videos that you spoke about me, I would have rather you spoke about the things that I said that could be revolutionary to the community. Coding is the wave of the future. Is it or not? That's
why I apologize as a man, because
I understand your apology, but I want to hold on. This is one of the questions I wanted to ask you. Would coding and trades help the black community?
Trades and coding is what we have been robbed of as a people, and I've been saying this for years. Our fathers and forefathers built America, and now if you sat up there and you told us to build a deck, we couldn't do it. If you told us to fix a flat, we can't do it. AC refrigerator. We cannot do it. So yes, that one, they took all of the trades out of the school. I've been saying all of this, but sometimes when you speak the way we speak, and see, you caught the wave on YouTube because you had to defend yourself and you had to fight. So you brought the crowd. And on top of the fact that you are an NBA star, whether people like it or not, you are somebody that's on another level. That's why when I tell people, I'm not saying that I'm on a higher level than you. I'm saying that if you could even mention my name in the likes of somebody like Kwame Brown, then it's like, yo, you know what I mean? You on another level. You're an NBA star. I'm a nigga from a hood that's basically trying to make, huh?
I'm a busty bust. I'm just saying the methodology is different. You have 300 and something thousand subscribers. If you cared about your message, you would allow people. You know what I did? I just did something different. I care so much about my message and what I'm saying, and I believe in it so much. I never cared about the money. You talking about people sending me super chats. Do you know how many people are eating off my videos? Do you know how many children and families, and you know how many YouTubers that I shout out and bring up? You could do the same thing with your platform.
I'm not doing the same thing.
I don't know.
What you're saying?
That's what. No, I'm not saying that. I said you could be. So I don't know.
I am. Yeah, I am. I'm definitely doing. As a matter of fact,
I don't know. But what I'm saying
is, when you hear me shouting out and playing all the music, I'm not a rapper.
I understand. That's one area.
Why don't?
Hold on.
All right, what we're going to do, we're going to get to what was said to even start this. We're going to get to what was said, and then we're going to go from there. We're not going to let y'all hear the whole argument. We're going to fast forward a little bit, and let's go.
As well, and you're very arrogant in that. But these are your words, sir. I'm not talking over you. I just want to play your words. Being a man is, and most of them think going to prison or going to jail teaches them how to be a motherfucking man.
This is where the beat start off. He responded to something that Hassan
said.
said.
Being a slave to white boys as soon as you go to motherfucking jail.
You got that from me.
It's better for the system when you got little boys thinking that they gotta go to prison and be a white boy slave to be a fucking man. I had a nigga on the internet talking about, I went to jail. Don't compare me to no basketball player.
Straight up. Don't compare me to no ball player. You grew up looking up to Michael Jordan. We grew up looking up to Big Meech. Don't compare me at all to a basketball player, right? Let me make this clear to you. Don't compare me to a basketball player. At 18 years old, son went to the NBA. At 18 years old, I was on Rikers Island with dudes like Tankhead, Wild Bill, Ferguson, Germ, King-Born, Beast, Brown, Tattoo, so many names, Smooch. You grew up looking up to Michael Jordan. We grew up looking up to Big Meech. Sometimes a nigga gotta rock a nigga snot. All right, so let's get into it. There's a difference. You laughing, let's get into it. We love Michael Jordan. You laughing, let's get into it. But stop comparing. Don't compare me with they got $60 million at 18 years old. Don't know what it's like.
He was a slave, boy.
He laughing, he making me laugh.
Over somebody who put his motherfucking mama on a golf course? That's the shit you telling these boys?
Okay, so we heard you. Let's go. What's good?
Yeah, but me face to face in person? The fuck are you talking about? You don't know shit about me. That's what's wrong with you men. Talk so effeminate. You don't hear me calling out men there. The fuck are you talking about, motherfucker? I don't meet. And I know you can't fuck with me. Because if you could, you wouldn't talk like that, boy. Then let me calm down before I snap. I go crazy. And maybe act like my daddy.
Don't act like your daddy, Kwame.
It's a goddamn shame. So many people want to fuck with a man that said put code in the schools. Everybody want to talk about the man. Nobody want to talk about code. Nobody want to talk about the trades and the effects of what it would have on the community. Nobody want to talk about that. They want to talk about the jokes I make. They want to try to diagnose my mental health. Motherfucker, you wasn't worried about that when you was calling me a fucking bust and a bona fide scrub. You don't think that could have affected my mental state? Hey, how the fuck you double talking bitches gonna act like you care about somebody's mental state?
Damn.
We in a simulation. This is a game. Every motherfucker they tell you not to like, you better start investigating and finding out why they telling you not to like them. Look past the bullshit, because I think those are the people you're supposed to like. And the motherfuckers they prop up and put in front of you, side eye. There's something about them, boy. Look like they all connected, I think, to white sadists that tell them what to do. We keep talking about we want our community to change. We want our community to change. But we won't address and deal with the situation and the conditions of our black males and why they are like that. Why a 15-year-old and a 14-year-old. It was so, when I had that restaurant in Savannah, it was so many 15, 14 years old walking up the street, running from police until they turn 15, 16 so they can drop out with a gun in their pocket, nothing in their head, just worried about hitting a lick or trying to do something tough. Ain't really got no beef but got a gun. Fucking with other niggas for no reason, just because they don't fuck with them. Okay, don't fuck with them. Don't shoot them. Don't fuck with them. Really don't fuck with them. Nah, fuck that bitch ass nigga OG. I'm not your OG. So many of these little boys like this. And you wonder why you can prop up a motherfucking punk ass celebrity or a scary ass rapper. And then they can go pay little motherfuckers like this. And they will shoot every and any motherfucker they see for an opportunity. Because we didn't teach these kids a motherfucking thing. We want to goddamn talk about voter voter suppression. Fuck you motherfuckers. You've been suppressing these black boys. I don't want to hear shit about why Kwame ain't talking about this. Why the fuck you not talking about black boys reading at 3rd and 4th grade fucking reading level? Don't tell me what the fuck to talk about. You talk about it. I'm talking about what the fuck I want to talk about. Isn't that my right? Isn't it all inclusive? So the moment you say some dumb shit asking a question about me, ask yourself why the fuck you not talking. Still think I'm crazy? Why won't we address, instead of always dissecting what somebody else said and attacking the person? Every motherfucker I talk about directly what they say out of their mouth. I don't tell them what to say. I don't say this and that. Jack was a stupid son of a bitch and said, we with Maria. We gonna ride for Maria. Goddamn show. We are our people first.
Get himself, Tom.
With you. What the fuck you thought? Because you know we ride with Maria. We gonna ride with our people first. That's just how it goes. Because you know we ride with Maria. We gonna ride with our people first. That's just how it goes.
20 minutes later.
We all ramble. We say things when we're frustrated, and you know, Rachel did deserve that job.
20 minutes. We all ramble and get frustrated. We all get to say stuff. But shit, goddamn Rachel, she the best. Hands down. I talked to her. Deserved the job. Shit, fuck you thought. And Matt gonna tell you too, turn the channel.
Asking me what my opinion or thoughts.
I was waiting to go through this, but you know, Maria is good. This is Kendrick Perkins. Yeah, you know, Maria, she's a good person. Turn the channel. Go down the list, and they all goddamn saying the same goddamn shit. This goddamn white girl, the best thing since sliced bread. The only way the black woman got a job is because it was goddamn a sympathy job.
It wasn't a genuine job they wanted to give Maria.
Not all of you guys. Not all, not all. There's some of you rappers hang by yourself. There's some of you rappers do it the right way. You got security. You either don't rap like that, or either you got security, and that's the smart thing to do. But there's some of you rappers, all you do is push death and destruction to your community. Some of you rappers, all you do is get your family killed, your friends killed. Some of you rappers don't need to have no motherfucking friends. And maybe it'll fix that mouth of yours. Because some of you rappers walk around here like y'all some goddamn gods. Because you got these little boys from the neighborhoods in some of the worst goddamn conditions, and they'll do every motherfucking thing you say. And you think that's mean you a hell of a nigga. And that's sad. That's somebody's mama's son you got doing that. That's somebody's mama's son that's gonna have to do them goddamn years. While you out here fucking and doing everything you wanna do. Sending them little money when he around a bunch of fucking men, while a white boy said, "Child time, nigga! Get your ass up, boy! Go take a shower, boy! We're gonna lock you down till we let you out. You go work in the field, boy!" It's a white man gonna make him do that. Isn't it Bob Barker? Who making all that goddamn money when these boys go to jail and these women are sending all their goddamn money to these jails? And that's why so many of these women can't build nothing, because they keep helping you motherfucking niggas. Because the white people in the music industry keep telling you motherfuckers that the best dick and the best motherfucking niggas are prison niggas. And I'm here to tell you, that's a goddamn lie. I've been quiet, hands and ass up. That's a goddamn lie. That's just the nigga you can control. That's the big, buff, strong ass nigga that you make 6 figures and he just got out, and you can tell him, shut your big bitch ass up. So you can't tell me to shut my big bitch ass up. I'm gonna look at it as soon as you say that. What the fuck type shit? Bitch, who the fuck you think you who the fuck you think you talking to? And it ain't toxic. It's just who the fuck? Who the fuck? That's just what I tell my daughter. If a man talk to you like, man, you better get your motherfucking purse and call your daddy. You better get your motherfucking purse. First thing you do, don't argue with this nigga. Get your purse and call me. Yeah. Get your purse. Don't say shit to this nigga. Say fuck you on the way out. Fuck you. Don't stand there and argue with no man. He can snap. Yeah, we ain't doing that. In my household, I don't teach no woman to argue with no man. That's a waste of time. You gonna have to call a white man. But if he do something to you for that white man get there, then you leave. Call me.
Facts.
Yeah, we know how to handle that. Yeah, we will handle that. Shit, I stay in shape for situations like this. Yeah, I jump up and down in situations like this. Shoulder roll on situations like this. Yeah. Might have to hold up. Now, hold up. We got you. Because I don't want to play no more of my shit. We got you. And then I think we should open up the chat and let people question you and ask you, why would you be talking like you talking? Look at you. You look like you just disgusted with me. Look at this shit.
I even talk to you for a minute, Kwame Brown.
Like, look at this.
Everybody send me your little video.
Little video.
It's respectful, right? I'm gonna be as respectful as I can be. First and foremost, when I say don't compare me to an NBA player or none of you celebrities, like you, for example, I'm not glorifying. Don't play military mind games with the people. I'm not glorifying prison by any means. When I say at 18 years old, I went to the penitentiary, and at 18 years old, you went to the NBA, it's not because I'm glorifying. It's because there was a long path that led to my downfall going to the penitentiary. There's a story in between of pain. Is what I was trying to say.
And see, that's the thing that's lacking, that's missing in your story. My story is filled with pain from childhood. Your story and your pain consists of Michael Jordan elbowing you in the face or smacking you in the back of the neck, telling you to do 100 laps.
That sounds stupid, boy. You laugh.
Sitting outside on welfare cheese lines, going to the store with food stamps, dealing with the evil stepdad.
You gotta stop believing the
Your
internet.
pains? Well, you got $40 to $60 million for your pain. You took the oath for your pain. Yes. The same matrix, the same industry that you speaking out against, you took an oath to. For me, I'm gonna just keep it all the way funky for you, homeboy. To me, you was real as Santa Claus. Respectfully. Because to me, you ain't no different from Colin Kaepernick. He picked the weakness in the black community, took a knee, and ran away with the bang. For the last 2 years, respectfully, Kwame Brown, New York, Black America, all across America, has been in turmoil, protesting, rioting, gun violence. Everything's been going insane. You've been on YouTube since 2013. Nobody heard you taking on the problems of the black community. And in them streets, nobody's seen you anywhere in the hood trying to diffuse the violence or anything going on. To me, you have a smell of Colin Kaepernick.
No, not Kaepernick.
We done seen too many grave chasers, too many ambulance chasers in the hood, where people feel like
Not Kaepernick.
we're gonna play on the pain of black people. So your story to me is like Santa Claus. Your introduction back into poverty, which is us, because you're not soliciting the rich. Your podcast is not based off of you dealing with the elite, the 1% that you are, that where you come from. Nah, that's not where you rocking with. What you're doing is you come along with your come along, go along, get along game, right? You still install my whole style, my swag, my words, my topics. I'm listening to you. Okay, cool. Because I do respect some of your message. I respect it. When I'm sitting back and I'm watching, you come along at a time where the industry is sprinkling you industry dudes, you rappers, you Hollywood, the music industry. It's just coincidental now. But for the last 2 years, the power of the black voice on YouTube that come from regular YouTubers, like let's say for example, Spiritual Zone. Shout out to the brother Spiritual Zone. Been up here teaching these young boys and breaking down what he's been breaking down. You got dudes like me, for example, but let me put me to the side. Even Young Pharaoh. I don't rock with Young Pharaoh like that, but Young Pharaoh been up here teaching his lessons. You have been nowhere. It's been the small people who started from poverty and pain out here waking up these young boys or teaching lessons on social media. And then to combat us, first they try to take away our check marks, so we wouldn't look like celebrities. But some of us got so strong on these platforms that they couldn't do it. So now what they do is to dumb down our numbers, they come sprinkle you celebrities. You know, like the sprinkles y'all put all over the ice cream. Sprinkle you celebrities to come. Y'all haven't been here. We've been going through.
He always talk about his numbers, and that's what Kwame got him. Always talking about his numbers, and that's why Kwame felt that he even spoke on them in the first place to boost his numbers and have this conversation with Kwame.
Hell, y'all been nowhere to be found, and now all of a sudden you coming to identify and act like you one of us, if you could identify with one of our pains that we've been through in the hood, because the coach made you run extra laps. They made you sit on the bench. They made fun of you. Charlamagne talked about your daddy. Is your claim to fame in YouTube? And I'm supposed to fall for this? See, I don't really care about the people saying, oh, you're jealous. Jealous of who? An NBA player who made $60 million? Who bought his mama a house? I wasn't fortunate enough to be able to buy my mother a house. I was trying to rob Peter to pay Paul to pay child support. I wasn't fortunate enough to have the lifestyle where somebody pushed me through high school because I couldn't really go to high school like that. You know why? Because on the pack.
Now, although the brother apologized, he's making a lot of claims that he don't know nothing about. I'm a part of this, I'm a part of that. They pushed me through high school. Motherfucker, do you know what it took for me to get through high school? These things that you're saying, separating the room is what I'm talking about. You're separating the room. Can't nobody that make money, you have an attack on successful black men. If you're successful and you're black, you hate them.
I have an attack on industry niggas.
But that's not industry.
I'm successful.
But hold on. You're talking about a man you don't know. I got a job. Just like there's a job being a neurophysicist and all this other shit. The NBA is called the business of basketball. You may not know that, but it ain't a motherfucking game. That's why none of them can't say the shit that I'm saying. So to label everybody, what if we label everybody in different genres, something like you're doing me, sir? You said I wasn't this and I ain't you're trying to separate the room based on success, saying I'm not part of something when I was in the same motherfucking free lunch line with you. I had the paperback food stamps with you. I had to go get I know what the ones look like. The $1 food stamp where you tear it out. I know when
All right, so let me ask you, let's cut the chase.
Put the cola at the bottom of the motherfucking shopping cart and they tell you don't pull it out.
Listen.
I would pick it up. And you
Let me ask you a question.
I'm gonna let you finish. Hold on, your video almost done. We're gonna let you finish.
They was done trying to shoot me. That's what I had to go through in the hood. I got pushed and pushed and pushed till I had to push back. Then I ended up in jail. That's not where I wanted to go, but that's where I ended up at. I had to sit back from 18 to 21 fighting a homicide case, a body in attempt. I had to sit there and fight that, watching dudes in the box pick a crack in the milk carton and throw it in each other's face. Some of them got so bad they had milk cartons, they would hold doodle in their mouth just to spit it on the next person. Your struggle was not mine, or none of ours for the most part. You've been rich longer than you've been poor. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, you come through on YouTube with trauma. This shit is so staged, it's like the Santa Claus story. The Santa Claus. So now you the mouthpiece.
Exposed.
For us, out of nowhere. But you took the same oath as Charlemagne.
Smell another man's farts, huh?
You took the same oath.
That's crazy.
The same crusaders, the same conquerors, the same slave masters cut your check. So please forgive me, Kwame, if it's hard for me to understand or respect, or not even so much respect. It's just like I don't believe you, man. To me, you dudes is no different than the dudes that infiltrated the Black Panther Party. There's always somebody there to infiltrate everything that we do. They come and take it. Now, YouTube was Black YouTube.
Now, Hassan is spitting some real shit, but Kwame is not one of these people. You feel what I'm saying? So that's where he went wrong without doing his homework.
It's starting to get too strong. Our voices are being valued. So what do? They put us against us, but they use celebrity star power. Everybody wants a platform now. From Fat Joe to Jim Jones to like everybody is getting a platform. Everybody wants to talk. Where was y'all at when the people needed y'all to reach out and communicate with these stars? Y'all rich. Let me ask you a question, Kwame. You said 60 acres of land? How many families you got living on that one of 60 acres? Because charity begins at home. So how many family members do you have that have a house on your 60 acres? Right. I'll wait. Matter of fact, I don't even care. Because like I said, for the last 2 years, I'm not even talking about decades, the last 2 years, Black America been in turmoil. And out of nowhere, for the last 2 months, you just pop up here like you just all about the people. And your claim to fame It's not even basketball. It's because you got picked on a basketball court, and you comparing your pain to our pain. Yo, let me tell you something. All of y'all people in the comment section, man, you know what I want y'all to do? Tell me some of the worst experiences that you had in the comment section, what you've been through in your life. Because I know where we come from in the hood. This dude is sitting up there talking about the worst thing that ever happened to him is what he went through training for basketball. Y'all think that we don't know that y'all go through humiliation rituals? You think that we don't know that y'all go through what they call hazing?
Yeah.
You think we don't know that y'all took oath? You took the oath? The same oath the rest of these celebrities, basketball players, you took the oath. They allowing you to be on YouTube the way that you on YouTube, playing this military model.
We gonna fast forward it.
Trust none of
We want to keep y'all here with this, all this. Hold on.
Right. I'm not even gonna play the game of going back and forth. I said what I had to say. I even apologized like a man. The one thing I'm not gonna do is sit up here and play this bullshit game, that back and forth. That's for one. For two, let me explain something to the audience. The ones that sitting up there saying you a lame, I take care of my motherfucking wife, I take care of my motherfucking kids, and I take care of my community. So if that's what makes me a lame, I'll be a lame. I personally don't give a fuck about what none of y'all feel. Unapologetic. I apologize to you as a man, and that's it. But as far as me being on trial and having to answer to niggas, the fuck I look like answer to any of you niggas. Eat a dick. Straight like that. The fuck I look like answering to any of you niggas.
All right,
I wish I would sit up here and answer. What the fuck you niggas look like?
Getting
Me
upset.
answering to you niggas. What I look like? Like really? As a man? As a man? Hold up. As a man, when I apologize, I humbled myself.
No, that's not true.
Because the reality of it is, it's hard for me to apologize to niggas that I feel like it's soft.
You feel like I'm soft?
Soft.
If you sitting up there talking about,
You didn't answer the question.
you had to go through. Yeah, I feel like you sitting up there talking about the hardest thing you can do is niggas sitting up there.
That's what you said. I didn't say that.
Soft.
You're not even that smart. You must be drunk. You said that the hardest thing I've been through is a basketball practice and all that. Motherfucker, I was in the homeless shelter. What the fuck are you talking about?
That shit is over with. Nigga, you've been rich
What you
longer
talking
than you've been poor. You've
So,
been rich
wait.
longer than you've been poor.
That's a dumb argument. You say it's over with. You said
Hold up.
now you want to talk over me.
Hold up.
You said the hardest thing I ever been through.
Listen, you played all of that shit for like 40 minutes, and now you want to still talk because you like to hear yourself talk like me. And I recognize some of me and you.
It was your video.
So let me talk now. Listen, you don't want to hear me talk, though. You got me listening to. I don't want to hear me talk. Bottom line to it is, at the end of the day, I'm not here.
These are your leaders.
I'm not here, right? No, I'm not. No, hold up.
Hey,
Listen,
yo,
let me explain.
hey,
Hold up. Hold up. First of all, for one, I wasn't talking for a minute. For two, I don't even know who the fuck you is.
So let him say something. Go ahead.
Hold up.
Come to the mic. I can't hear you.
Hold up.
Hold on, son.
Hold up.
Son, calm down. Hey, go ahead, brother.
How everybody doing? Peace to everybody in the chat. Peace to
Oh, so he muted my mic.
No, you still on, but hold up.
I don't even know this nigga. You got me listening to. Hold up. How you want? Hold up.
Bro, you drunk. We know you don't know him. Just let the brother speak. Just let him speak. Calm down.
Alright.
Go ahead, bro.
A lot of these
Nigga muted his son. He's still talking.
like they don't know. I call them diplomatic agents. That's exactly the name I got for him as well. They know Wild Indian. I'm the one who educate all the people about staying in their community and not turning into a black identity extremist, but knowing that you are Indian, you American Indian, you've been here. Most of y'all been here, and that's what I am. And when you said you was a Geechee, I caught on to it. I caught on to it, brother. I ain't no more, I ain't no Hebrew Israelite, I'm American Indian. I have nothing against nobody.
Goddamn right.
But we got a woke community right? And we got these guys that pop up out of New York, and New York is the main place when I do my history, or where these jackasses like to do they get along, go along shit. And they pop up out these New York, and they all get this YouTube like Sinetta and these people like that. They get them started. They think
he called me and I didn't answer the phone because he let a guy call my mom a B word on the show and he didn't stop, but he with the black conscious community.
They duck me. If you come to my station, I'm growing, and they ducking me because I deal with community trust. I know what's our problem. I know how we locked in, and identity ain't one of them. It's being us, and all this black fanatic shit. This caring about everybody that got the same color. We went to Egypt and we crossed the 7 seas. Shit, that shit is imaginary, and you don't love your land. You fell off who you is. You turned into a black fanatic. And conspiracy theorists, black fanatics like this guy up here, that's telling you that everybody in the industry taking a blood oath and drinking blood and sacrificing goats and shit. Fanatics like this brother right here, keeping you scared, keeping you always worried about the white man. Like first of all, it was people here passing for white, still going as white today. You don't know what they is. You don't know who people are because they haven't done their genealogy or produced that tree. Now, I'm from the hood in Chicago, and I know everybody. And I'm getting bigger, and they hate that because I'm speaking on this black fanatic, black African. We was all slaves. We had white slaves. We had black ones. We were killing Moors. We was killing all that shit. We had slaves on these platforms. They was whites. They ain't just did everything. They in the same predicament we in, and we all in it as Americans. At this point, you have to wake up. You have to stop letting motherfuckers like this and that pan-African shit. Because you love Africa more than America. You is not black. You're not black. You're not a Moor. You're not Hebrew. You American. Whether you like it or not. And him right here.
Facts.
Him right here. Oh, the Illuminati, the mystic that, the mystic. Your imagination going places that you don't need it to go. You been here. You farm these lands. You ate from these lands. You ain't doing no 5-month trip, drinking no salt water, eating no biscuits on the bottom of no boat with no white man in charge. You ain't black. You in this predicament because you won't take accountability, brother. You won't take accountability and say that's how I raise my kids.
And that's why he ran. And that's why he ran. I didn't want him to leave the chat and cut him off, but
we're gonna fast forward to him coming back. We almost to the end of this. I just want to get back with Hassan talking. Let's see what this at.
It's just the type of person that I was raised to be. But when I sit back and I see and I analyze and I watch whatever the case may be, like I said, homeboy that you put on the screen, I never seen him a day in my life. I don't know what it is about dudes on YouTube. They feel like I don't watch nobody. I rarely watch anybody. If I do look at somebody, I look at people that deal with topics that I like. All these other YouTubers you putting up there, like the other dude that you put up, I don't know him. Don't personally give a fuck about him. I don't give a fuck about the egotistical shit about him feeling like, oh, I'm from Chicago and New York is this. That sounds like some real plantation nigga shit. All he did was divide black people from one state to the next one. That's all he did. So what was the fucking point of him even getting up here? Because New York niggas, this New York niggas that, like I said, I'm not really too apologetic. I don't like apologizing. I did it because I was wrong. But for me to sit up here and let niggas tag team me and all the rest of that, I'm not with that shit. I'm not even going to talk too much. Listen, my whole thing is like this, right? My whole thing is like this. It's either we going to move forward in peace or we just going to say fuck each other. That's the bottom line to that. But I'm not kissing nobody's ass.
Can I respond? I think guys like you and guys from New York, I know a lot of guys from New York. You guys come with a smile and a hug in the club, and you be the ones that set up the Dulo Twist. I mentioned the Dulo Twist before. I was in the club before, and the same guys that be from New York, they'll send 2 or 3 guys at a guy and make him uncomfortable, and then they'll stop the situation, and they'll get next to a guy, and they'll be their worst enemy, acting like they friend. And
let me tell you something.
Hold on, I didn't interrupt you. Tell everybody else something.
Go ahead.
Every time I'm trying to make a point, you train like Dr. Boyce and the rest of them to interrupt.
I stopped. Go ahead. Make your point.
Hey, let me make my point. Some of you New Yorkers and some of you people, period, just like hip hop viral news. He put on a shirt, acted like he my friend. I sat back and observed for a few days. I said nothing. Next thing you know, I'm public enemy #1 on his platform. And so, my brother, a lot of people like you like to play that Bouffale game. Y'all like to put niggas in the do-low twist. Y'all like to play on niggas' mind. Say something about a nigga, make all the assertions, and that tough talk and everything you said, you didn't know nothing about. You a man that don't know. You a man that don't know talking about another man, and then you apologize, and then that's supposed to be it. It don't work like that. I'm a Geechee. Nigga, if you step on my toe, I might do something worse than step on your toe back. And you can't tell me what to do after you fuck up. And you bullshitting in my opinion. I don't accept your apology. I think you wanted to use algorithms, and I think you wanted to argue, and I think you wanted to apologize to make it seem like you're solid, but you're not. And you never should have spoke over it. And even that right there is not respectful. Me and you talking and I hear music. I really think that you did this as a ploy.
Actually, I thought the mic was off.
Okay, but you really did this, in my opinion. The reason why, I'm going to tell you as a man, I do not accept your apology because I'm a man. And as a man, I don't feel, I don't think. Before I talk, I know. I'm not going to talk about Ticket TV. I'm not going to talk about Hassan Campbell. You can't find one motherfucking video of me talking about anybody that did not talk about me first. That's a man. You talking about a man you know absolutely nothing about. And in 2 videos I can show you, you're speaking matter of fact about a man you don't know. So no, I can't accept an apology when your bullshit talking points came out of thin motherfucking air, and then all of a sudden, because you say sorry, I'm supposed to say, oh,
all right,
okay,
so check it.
cool.
Check it, right?
Tell me why you talked about me in the first.
So check it. So check it. Here's how we gonna do this. You done sat up there right now and basically shaded the whole New York.
No, I shaded you.
What you did was
Stop bringing New York in. I got a lot of New York friends.
No, what you just did was. Hold up. Let me finish. Listen. Let me finish. What you just did was said New York. What you finished. But you finished it. You said New York niggas is the type that New York.
Like you.
And then you also hold up.
Shout out to BK Supreme.
So listen.
Shout out to BK. It's real cats from New York that I know, and they don't act like you.
So listen. At the end of the day,
New York,
listen.
I know a lot of real niggas.
What you put me up here for? You want to talk? Are you going to talk or you going to let me talk?
I'm going to let you talk, but you're not
going to try. Talking.
Sir, you're not going to try to put a whole state on a man.
I'm not trying. Listen. I'm not trying. Listen.
I can go call
New York heard you.
I can go call New York niggas to my house right now. They know where I live. I got a couple homeboys from New York. They probably in the chats. So you're not going to make it about a whole state. I said niggas like you from New York. And there's niggas like you in every state.
Are you finished or are you done?
The whole state, niggas like you.
Are you finished or are you done?
I'm finished, but make it sure, before you say New York, say niggas like me from New York. Make it specific. Niggas like me from New York, and then you can go.
Let me explain something to you. Because you got me a little bit fucked up. When you see me trying to be a man, you don't have to accept my apology. As a matter of fact, being that you don't accept it, you don't have to. I'm going to stand on what I said. But I'm not going to kiss your ass because I don't give a fuck about you. I don't need you. You ain't never did a fucking thing for me or my community. If you do decide to do something for the community, do what you do. I ain't trying to stop you. I don't have to be your friend. I ain't trying to be a motherfucker's friend. The one thing you never answered was, did you take an oath? Are you a Mason? Are you? Are you a Mason? Are you down with any fraternal order? You never answered none of that shit. But the truth of the matter is, I don't even give a fuck. I'm not gonna make another video about you.
Every time I come to the mic to answer what you ask me, you keep talking. Do you want me to answer?
You talk for hours, but gonna try to shut me the fuck up.
No, you just said, was I a part of
You
Mace Hunt?
talk for hours, but try to shut me the fuck up. The reality of it
So
is,
you just asked me a question, or did you not?
are you gonna let me talk? Matter of fact, answer the question. Are you down with any fraternal order? It doesn't even matter because I don't even fucking believe you. Because the reality of it is, this little spectacle that you putting on tonight, when I apologize, you could have just said, I don't accept it and move the fuck on. Nigga, fuck you. I don't know who the fuck you think you is. You don't have to accept my apologies. Nigga, fuck you. Plain and simple. Fuck you. I'm not kissing your ass. Who the fuck you think you is?
So it means you kiss my ass because I challenge the things that you say. I play back the things that you say. I give a reason why I don't accept your apology based on the grounds that manhood don't mean you're trying to be a man at 44. I'm not trying to be a man. I am a fucking man. And so that's why I rejected your apology, because as a man, you don't speak.
Okay, cool. Cool. So you don't accept it, so I don't apologize no more, and that's that. Nigga, I'm not kissing your ass. I don't give a fuck about you like that.
You've been speaking about ass a lot. I never asked you to kiss my ass, sir. I never disrespected you. So that's why I brought you on, and I went against. You thought just saying I'm sorry means something. If somebody slapped my wife and say sorry,
nigga, this is a spectacle that you're doing right here. Ain't nobody fucking stupid. You bringing niggas.
You interrupting every time. You're a man of respect, but you interrupted me every time. You said people can see you.
You study Tommy hard. I thought you studied me, but you really Tommy.
People can see you. You say, let me finish.
That's why Tommy mad at you, because you Tommy Sotomayor all the way.
People say, you said, let me finish.
Go ahead.
And every time I'm trying to finish, you're talking. People can see that. You can bring up other people's names.
Fuck your audience.
Fuck the people.
Fuck your audience. I don't
It's
give a
not
fuck
my
about
audience.
them.
Your people are here too.
That's your audience. Nigga, they can unsubscribe. Pick a side, bitch. Unsubscribe right now. I don't give a fuck.
So if your people,
unsubscribe. There's two sides of the fence.
That nigga say fuck his own audience and unsubscribe. This nigga is hot right now, son.
Don't play the middle. When you play the middle, you get shot. Unsubscribe. I don't give a fuck.
So all your subscribers gotta agree.
They can unsubscribe. No, they don't have to. But if they feel like they don't like what I have to say, they can go on your side, because the reality of it is,
It's not about a side. It's not about a side. It's about.
Nigga, if you was gonna be a man with morals and integrity, when a man make peace, you extend peace. You still extending war.
That's your opinion.
You still extending war. And see, one thing about me, listen,
I never extended war.
You are. Because when a man apologizes, it's either two things that's gonna happen. We gonna knuckle up or we gonna walk away. What the fuck we doing?
Sir, you don't want neither one of that. But what I'm saying is,
put your money where your mouth is at.
Can I answer?
I will fuck you up, and I'll fly to your property.
When?
Whenever you ready.
Hey, you see when you put a nigga in the corner and he ain't got nothing else to defend himself, he turned into violence. Or anybody, you know what I'm saying? He backed up in the corner, he been exposed. And not saying Hassan is a fucked up dude or anything like that, but sometimes these internet dudes just be talking on shit they don't know to a bunch of people and filling the air with a bunch of lies. But Hassan do talk about important shit, and he do say important shit, just like Kwame, you know what I'm saying? And somewhere down the line, somebody might find something Kwame said that wasn't correct and confront him. But this is funny to me. He done told his subscribers to unsubscribe, and now he want to fight.
Whenever you fucking ready. Nigga, you have me fucked up. If we can't make peace, I don't want to argue. So what I'm going to tell you is, hold up. Instead of you playing this Tommy Sotomayor shit that you playing, right?
Why you keep bringing up this man's name?
Because you got his whole swag. I thought you were studying me, but you that nigga too. And my whole thing is, if I said, let's make peace.
Your people see you.
Fuck the people. What the fuck are you talking about? I don't fuck the people. And nigga, fuck you too.
Damn.
If we
Okay, cool.
And either you gonna accept the peace or you ain't. Fuck you.
I'm not gonna accept the peace. I'll get
All
you.
right, then eat a dick, then, nigga. Let's fight.
I'll get you fight later.
Then fuck all that bullshit then.
You don't gotta talk about
that bullshit then.
You don't gotta
Cause you
talk
trying
about
to talk to a nigga like I'm some fucking chump.
Can I talk now? Can I talk now? You saying all this? We'll get to the fight. I'll give you your address. But what I'm saying is, you talking.
Nigga, you can pick me up from the airport.
Can I say something, sir? I know you want to say that I'm muting you and all that, but this is not how grown men talk.
I apologize, and you still beefing. What the fuck is you talking about? I apologize, and instead of you saying, okay, I don't accept it, but we gonna walk our ways and go our ways. Nah, you wanna go back and forth, because your views is crazy right now, and I know it. I know your views is crazy.
I'm gonna have to mute you in a second if you're not gonna let me talk.
Good, I'm gonna let you talk.
Okay, thank you, sir. Appreciate you, New York brother. Let me talk. Your kind from New York. Let me talk on my show. You're talking over me and then saying I'm Tommy Sotomayor. That's a bitch move. You're doing everything that you say somebody else do. You said let me talk, and then you over talking me. That's bitch shit. Now I want to beat your ass.
Okay, let's fight now. So let's fight then.
We can't fight on
Let's
the
fight
internet.
then. Let's fight then.
This nigga say
That nigga said, let's fight now.
let's fight now. That should show y'all this nigga talk. I will beat the brake shoes off your bitch ass. But anyway, the bottom line is this. I said a reason why I don't respect what you're saying. And right now you're drunk, so you're tough. And when you sober up, you're not gonna feel that way. That pussy gonna come out again. But at the end of the day, you talked about a man that never talked about you. And then you're gonna dictate to a man what manhood is. And what I told you, bitch boy, before you got to the apology, you didn't do man shit. Cause what a man do is he don't think and he don't speak on shit. He don't know what the fuck he talking about. Your bitch ass said a lot of shit. You don't know what you talking about. You said I ain't been through nothing. My only struggle is this. My daddy did life. I went to a homeless shelter. Motherfucker, I went through a free lunch line. Motherfucker, I earned the right to get to the NBA. Nobody gave me that, you bitch ass nigga. So the way you tell a story is that you want to stand on people's shoulders. And if you want to fight, bitch boy, I'll pay for your flight. 625 P.O. Box, 625 Palmetto Drive, and I'll make an example out of your bitch ass on YouTube. Don't bring no gun, don't bring no knife, and I'll break you, boy. I'll break you for real. Bitch ass niggas like you that talk to a nigga like me, when you meet me face to face, I will break you easy, boy. I promise you, I will pay for your flight tomorrow. Tell me where you want your flight at, and I'll pick you up, and I won't slap you until we get to 625 Palmetto Drive. I will pick you up tomorrow. Tell me you want to come to the airport, and we'll see what you talking about. I know you air-packed, bitch, and I know I'll bring the bitch up out you. I'll pay for your flight tonight. Send me your information, and I'll send you to 625 Palmetto Drive, and I'll beat the bitch up out you, boy.
Reach out to me.
Don't do no more talking.
Hold on.
I'll
So
give you my
what you
email address.
Exactly.
Listen,
Send it in my DM on Instagram.
I'm gonna tell it right now.
I'm not gonna remember it. Put it in my DM. Put it in my DM.
You bitch ass nigga.
All right, well, put it in the chat.
For you tonight.
Stop talking.
The fuck you talking about?
Nigga, stop talking then. Stop talking. Stop talking.
Sinetta called me. I'll tell you what. Sinetta called my phone. I'm gonna text Sinetta and I'll get your information from Sinetta.
You get it from me.
I'll fly you out, bitch. Cause you already.
Here, agent, we don't.
I'll fly you out and slap.
Oh, I've been a bitch my whole life.
Like a hoe.
Okay.
Don't bring no knife. Don't bring no gun.
You
said you wanted to fight, right?
You do that.
Man, come on, man.
You do that. I will slam your tall, linky ass on your fucking neck. I will slam your tall, linky ass on your neck. I swear to God, I'll fuck you up. I will fuck you up.
Okay.
I will fuck you up.
Okay. You ain't fighting tomorrow.
You ain't been
tomorrow.
Nigga, it don't work like that.
You gonna take a fight tomorrow?
But you know what? I'll make an exception for you. Let's get it.
You ain't making an exception. You the one put.
This is internet tough talk at its finest, son.
Put it out there. You don't even know what you're saying. You know what words mean?
I know
you
what
ain't
I'm saying.
making an exception. You said
I said I will fuck you up.
That's what you said.
And I meant it. I will fuck you up.
You better be drunk
Nigga,
tomorrow.
you ain't tough.
I ain't trying to be
I will
tough.
fuck you
Nigga said you better be drunk tomorrow.
up.
Cool.
You soft. Everybody in the NBA fucked you up. Now you want to be tough with a street nigga? You bitch ass nigga. The fuck
Okay.
out of here.
But
The
you
fuck
coming
you
tomorrow,
talking
right?
to?
You coming
Not
tomorrow?
tomorrow.
When you coming?
Don't make it seem like I'm a broke bum ass nigga. I could just pick up and go tomorrow. We could go.
When you coming?
Within this week?
I would love to invite you.
Do it this week?
Y'all hear the voices, the changes of the voice.
I would love to.
You motherfucking right?
When?
You paying for my hotel?
Yeah, no, you ain't gonna need no hotel. You gonna need a hospital.
You ain't gonna need no hospital.
This nigga said you paying for my hotel. so if he not paying for your hotel, you ain't taking the flight to fight.
You
You
gonna
jump
need a
up and
hospital.
down on your ass like
I'm
a
gonna fuck
trampoline.
you up. I'm gonna
Okay.
fuck you up.
Alright.
And I don't even want to fuck. You know what's sad? You know what's sad? You know what's sad? You know what's sad? Because I really wouldn't even want to fuck you up on your property. You got a family.
I'm not gonna fuck you up on my property. I'm gonna beat your ass in front of the post office and drag your ass to the mailbox like I was gonna do.
That nigga say he gonna beat his ass in front of the post office.
Matt Bond.
Oh,
That
okay.
post
And you
office,
think
that's a P.O.
and you
box
think
in
and you think it's gonna be that simple? You really think it's gonna be that simple? Nigga, I'll make your fucking soul.
I'm a man.
Nigga, I will
told
make
you
your
I'm a
fucking
man. I
soul.
don't think. I
Nigga,
know.
I will make your fucking soul levitate. You ain't never met a looking nigga like me, you bitch ass nigga. See, the difference between me and you is I smell pussy all on you. When you sit up there, you talk about a nigga going outside. I just showed you I was outside in the fucking hood with my jewelry on. Only a bitch nigga would tell a nigga not to go outside with his jewelry on, you bitch nigga. I'm outside every day with my jewelry on, you bitch nigga.
What day you coming here though?
You bitch ass nigga.
What day you coming here though?
I see through your punk ass. And tell Simon to suck a fucking dick with his ugly ass wife.
What day you
Tell
coming
Simon
here though?
I said use his ugly ass wife to suck my dick with her bald-headed ass. Tell him I hope he can get over the fucking AIDS. Because everybody know that he burnt his fucking wife. I don't even want to talk about you no more. Tell Simon because it seemed like every time.
Well, that is the where the beef ends. I like everybody on my channel and everybody that watched this video to let me know what you think, man. Like I said, Hassan Campbell is somebody I follow. He gives good news. He gives good things, sometimes. But this is an example of another dude talking about another dude and talking out of the side of his neck that don't really even know what Kwame Brown is really about. He just talked what he heard, from all Charlemagne and everybody else. But in my comments, please let me know if y'all think Kwame ripped him a new asshole too and exposed Hassan Campbell, or do you think Hassan stood his ground? Like I say, I fuck with both of them. I'm subscribed to both of them, and they both put out important news. And to my entrepreneurs and my rappers and everybody, if you got anything you want to put on the internet, like your songs, your business, I will put it on my channel and promote your stuff. Just email me at mcltv305@gmail.com. That's mcltv305@gmail.com. Y'all tell me who won this, man. Until next time, man, this is your host, Mr. M.C.L. This is Street Beat. Yo!